Why have the rain gods decided to frustrate?
1 second, before you say anything. You jinxed it, right?
No, I didn't jinx it.
Yes. Gargi, was it not Siddharth who jinxed it?
No. You had an epic jinx a couple of days back. You had the most epic jinx and it was a double whammy. It came in the middle, but the overs weren't lost. Here we are in danger of losing even more overs now, because what happened? What happened was that you had a rain interruption for 6 minutes approximately. 6 minutes. When Iftikhar Ahmed was just getting ready to come out and bat, the rains opened up yet again. So now almost 60% of the outfield is covered.
True.
It rained heavily, but then it is now boiled down to a drizzle now, faint drizzle.
But again, you know, it sort of reminded me of the kind of downpour that you saw on Sunday, that India-Pakistan match.
No, that was even more intense.
It was, the intensity of it is what I'm coming to. See, you got taken by surprise that day. That day you got taken by surprise. So, before the groundsman could cover the entire field, enough damage was done in those 10 minutes. In that 10 minute spell, the entire damage was done. But here, today, I think they were quick. But the intensity of it, let's say, reminds me of the kind of downpour that we saw 4 days back.
Yes.
But now, as Siddharth says, it has let up a bit. It definitely has let up. It's not as intense as it was just a couple of minutes back.
Yes. See, the best indication you can get is not the entire outfield is covered.
Correct.
So 60% of it is covered, and I think they are now starting to peel off the covers all over again. But you have lost time now. So when was the last?
Lost around 10 minutes.
No, I think much more.
15 minutes?
We have lost close to 15 to 20 minutes.
See, it had to start at 3 o'clock. You started play at 4:50.
You started at 5:15.
Yeah,
5:15.
5:15.
So you lost 2 hours already.
Yeah, you lost 2 hours and 15 minutes. And yes, the covers are coming off. But I think you would have lost about 2 overs more.
But I don't think you are revising conditions.
You are.
You are?
You are. You will have to. Because already the grace period has ended. The grace period to begin
any
has
announcement Shivam, can we check if there's any announcement? There will, by the way, you know, even as we speak, the covers are coming off. You expect
another 10 to 15 minutes of play to be held up, and then
another short inspection perhaps will also follow before conditions are then revised, and of course we will then be telling you about those conditions.
Because at 7:32 it started to rain. It's already been 20 minutes. Now clearing all this up and then ensuring that all is fine, it will take you another 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I wanted to know the scenario if the rain continues now that we've had more than 20 overs of game done. The cutoff before that was 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
What is it now?
Now it will be different because you needed to start a 20 over game by 9
p.m. Yes.
So that is the reason why you started it much before.
Yes.
And that's why now the cutoff time for a T20 game might be 10:35 then, if that is the case.
So we've played how many overs? Close to 27.
27.4. Now more overs will be deducted because you would have lost close to half an hour of play.
Yeah.
And that means 4 overs, 8 minutes you were looking at both sides, 2 or 3 overs more. And that is why 42, I think we will have a 42 over game now, and by all estimates.
What if, what is the cutoff for washed away, like a washed away game?
For a washed away game, I think it will be somewhere around 10 o'clock. I have a feeling 10 or 10:15.
And it's already almost 8.
It is 8. We'll start by 8:15 because suppose if you get rain now again and you don't stop until for the next 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 hour, 1.5 hours means you're losing 15 overs at least.
Yeah, exactly.
7 to 8 overs, if you include that, both sides will lose 1 over a piece. So in that case, 17 plus 20, 37 overs. Meaning that 37 overs meaning for 8 minutes you have to play at least, if it's 1.5 hours of rain, that means it's done.
And if the rain comes at later stages of the night, like 9,
then you will continue to lose overs.
10 is the cutoff for a washed away game, right?
No, for a 20 over game you're saying, right?
That
No,
was the
I'm
earlier
saying-
conditions, but now it might have been revised.
No, I'm
Because-
saying if it starts raining at 9, suppose we're getting a 1 hour rain, the cutoff for a washed away game is 10. So
10,
that's,
10, 15,
then that's
yeah.
it, right? The game's
That's
washed away.
The game is washed away.
Oh, that's bad
But
news.
remember, you have to play 20 overs minimum. Minimum 20 overs for a constituted ODI game. Now, if it's a T20 game, Sri Lanka will get a revised DLS target. Then it will be according to 20 overs. It will not be according to 5 overs.
Yeah.
So, 5 overs is not the criteria here, 20 overs. So, already most of the covers are out. They are like, they have been taken off, and you'll have a small inspection at this time. Maybe they'll check what it is, and play might resume by 8:05 or 8:10 then,
Yeah.
if that's the case. So, but again,
But very quickly, now that we are talking about it, and since we have the opportunity to talk about this Pakistan innings and whatever cricket we could see, from 100 for 2 to 150 for 5.
130 for 5, yep. That's the situation.
130 for 5,
130
yeah.
for 5. You lost 3 wickets, and again,
Yeah.
Patirana was the star, and Tikshana also. Tikshana got rid of.
That boy, Uvalage.
Fedlalage got the massive wicket of Babar Azam.
He was the one who made
Opened the
those
floodgates.
inroads. Yes.
Yep. And I think Abdullah Shafiq played a bad shot. I think that shouldn't have been played. He was tempted by the shot ball from Patirana.
Maiden ODI 50 for him, I reckon.
Yes. Prior to this, he had an average of 9 in ODIs, Abdullah Shafiq. Although in tests, he averages well over 60, if I'm not mistaken, Abdullah Shafiq. So, it's a good comeback for him. But the problem is now, there is more rain expected. Close to 9 or 10 o'clock.
This is in fact not the rain that Siddharth you were pointing out, right? Earlier you were saying that
7 to 8 there would be.
projections
Yeah.
somewhere around 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So it happened
7:30.
7:30, half an hour ahead of
Half
that.
an
So
hour
if
ahead,
that prediction holds true, though one would hope that it was those 8 p.m. showers which got rescheduled to 7:30.
Now I think there is one band they were saying, according to the weather forecast, that at 10 there is a thunderstorm expected. 10.
not good news.
So that's why, see, now you will see some revised conditions because you've already lost half an hour.
You're speaking of revised conditions, anyone willing to or wanting to revise their prediction as far as score predictions are concerned?
No, I think I will
You went
still.
with 215.
I went with 215, but then
I said, how much did I,
I think you
say?
said 220.
220. 225, I think I said.
Yeah,
I
225.
remember mine.
Yeah,
You said somewhere around 250.
250 you had said.
Yeah.
No, but that was for 50 or then I revised, no?
Then you revise, yeah.
I think I said about, I don't remember.
Yep. So Varun Parvatneni is like responding to a particular comment from Sportsman. He says, looks like it. I felt they missed a trick with rain. If it's shortened game, the advantage for the chasing team.
Of course.
Exactly.
It
That's
will be.
what we were
The
talking
thing is
about,
very
right?
tricky when it comes to rain.
Yeah.
Very, very tricky because
Yep.
let's say we were talking about India-Pakistan match, right?
Yep.
It was that the pendulum was swinging depending on what time you were looking at the rain to arrive.
Yeah.
At some point you would feel okay having a DLS score works as advantage.
Yep.
And then there are times you then sort of come to realize, okay, we are behind the score.
Yeah.
So you don't know at times. It totally depends on what point of the match does it rain. But having said that, yes, I do get the point that I think Varun was
Parvatneni was saying,
Yeah.
I think yes, he's right in hindsight now
In
that maybe
hindsight.
the decision to bat first was actually.
You want to chase whenever
chase.
it's raining, if the
Yeah.
conditions are overcast,
Yeah.
especially in ODI.
Akshat Khedekar, I mean, if you have to look at this particular game, he's asking us how it's an advantage for chasing team. Now remember, you will know what is the target in front of you.
Exactly.
One, that's the major advantage that you've got. Second is, because it's rain impacted, DLS method will favor you with a lower target in most cases. Because see, now Pakistan have collapsed. Maybe at the 20 over mark, perhaps they were in a better position. So maybe at 20 overs, Sri Lanka might need about 140. Perhaps.
Yeah.
But it is very important to know that at this point in time, you know the target what is in front of you. So you can plan accordingly in a rain shortened chase.
Yeah.
So that is why, and remember, Nalinda Herath is saying Sri Lanka in the finals will crush the Indians. Ew, I don't know about that because Nalinda, you have to understand that Sri Lanka have lost 9 out of the last 11 ODIs against India, and it's for a reason.
And it was only India who stopped their streak.
They ended the 13 game streak.
Yeah.
13 match winning
So
streak.
we are
India was
just
the
awaiting the thing, and I think it's come I think it's a 42 over game.
Yes, maximum
Yes.
overs 42. Sai Dattu, you're absolutely right.
You are
about
right.
That for the others, quick piece of information.
8:10 p.m. It's going
Play
to
to resume, yes.
8:10 play resumes. Pakistan at 130 for 5 as we speak. 27.4 overs done of the Pakistan innings.
Yeah.
So from 45 now it's been cut short to 42,
42.
as the gentleman to my right had predicted earlier as well.
Yep, 42 overs per side, 8:10 p.m. But remember, if that is the case, then your cutoff time is 10, 20 by max estimates. Now, if there is yet another rain and we have a 1 hour delay, I think that's about it.
Yeah, so do I.
You cannot play in that situation because 1 hour, if it is like this, like what we are seeing, if it's like this at 10,
No, but these are deferred.
I know, but I said if it's like this at 10 p.m.
Ah.
Oh, that was the patch that
That was
destroyed
the India-Pakistan first day.
Yes.
Never thought I'd say that.
So, yet again, very important. If the play is washed out today, Sri Lanka India final on 17th, because it is a better net run rate situation for the Sri Lankans.
True.
If Pakistan win, then you've got your India-Pakistan final on 17th, which has never happened in the history of the Asia Cup, be it 20 over, be it ODI. So, at 8:10 p.m. local, which is in the next 10 minutes, you're going to see, but then that means whoever has bowled out, I think 3 bowlers can bowl 8.
8. Yeah.
No, still it won't work.
So earlier you had 5 bowlers who could bowl
9 overs.
Yeah. Now 3 bowlers bowling 9 and 2 bowlers bowling 8.
8, perhaps.
Perhaps. Then still doesn't add up.
Still, and it doesn't know.
See, if
Doesn't.
you have 3 bowlers bowling
2 bowlers bowling 9, 3 bowlers bowling 8.
3 bowlers bowling 8 would be 24 overs, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking at another 18.
Yeah.
Yes. So 9 and 9.
But that's 45 now then.
No.
You're now looking at 42.
So 3 bowlers of
18. Yeah, you're right.
18,
You're right,
so
you're right.
42.
Yeah. So 42, correct.
42. So that's the situation at this point at the Ketarama. I mean, these groundsmen,
Hats
Salute.
off.
Salute to you guys.
salute. I mean, they have been stretched to the limit at this point in time.
Absolutely.
And
Every single day it's
every single day. And one more shocker, Sri Lankan groundsmen are not one of the highest paid in the world.
yeah.
When you
I
look
read
at
the
it.
numbers somewhere and it was
And yes,
around
an official confirmation coming from Nikhil. He pointed out yeah. So Nikhil says 42 overs. You're looking at 42 overs, 20 minutes break.
Yeah.
Power play will be. Power play is something. Can you just look at the power play? What does he mean there?
Okay, power play will be 9 overs of power play, then 25 overs, and then you have 8 overs towards the end.
So 5 fielders towards the end.
Yes.
So 9. So those are 3 windows. Then so 1 to 9 is your obviously 2 players outside the ring.
Yeah.
Then 9 to 25 you're looking at 4 outside the ring. 25 to no, but this is
10 to 34, you're going to have the normal situation minus the power plays. 9 starting batting power play, 8 again batting power play.
Oh, you're looking, okay, so you're looking actually, so what he's saying is 1 to 9, then the next 25 overs he means.
Yes.
So next 25 overs you're looking at 4 fielders, and the last 8 overs you are looking at 5 fielders being outside the
So
ring.
as I said, 3 bowlers, 8 overs,
Yes,
2 bowlers, 9
9
overs.
and 8, 10, so in just about 7 minutes from now.
7 minutes at this point in time. But again, oh goodness, why the rain had to come at such an inopportune, but then this is disadvantage Pakistan in a big way.
Oh yeah.
Because now Iftikhar will have to go bang bang.
Yeah.
And remember, Iftikhar is kind of a slow starter. Then you got Shadab. That's it. That is your batting.
no more batting.
No more batting. Because Haris fell, but oh, there's Nawaz. Nawaz I think fell right just before.
I am not too sure.
Yeah, just can we have a look at the scorecard? See, there's still Rizwan. Rizwan
there.
is still
Rizwan's
there at
there.
this
You're
point.
right.
Yes, Nawaz is out, so
Yeah.
only
Nawaz.
Iftikhar and Shadab. That's it.
You know, this reminds me of the time that they actually needed Naseem to,
But
provide that impetus towards the end. He's done it on a couple of occasions, let's not forget.
Only against Afghanistan.
But twice he's done it against Afghanistan.
Yes.
Twice.
And remember, you don't have Naseem this time.
Exactly, and you don't have a Naseem playing this match.
Yeah.
So, talk about.
Shaheen can be hit or miss, but your last recognized batter is Shadab. That's it. You don't have anybody else. Shaheen, Mohammad Wasim, Zaman Khan, They've got a huge task ahead of
So
them.
still about
I'm giving Pakistan a bit of an edge with the bowling because under
14.2
lights.
more overs Pakistan have.
Yeah.
They're at 130 for 5 as we speak.
So another 90 runs, if you look at it, they can get to 220.
220. But
Because-
again, they'll have to bat out of the skins now and be very cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll have to be cautious.
But remember, Mohammad Rizwan, he might be able to do what Sarfaraz did in that Champions Trophy knockout game. He could do that. So remember, Sarfaraz benefited from a dropped catch and he hurt the Sri Lankans big time in that. So Rizwan holds the key for a you need to get 220. On this wicket, if you don't get anything over 200 with the revised conditions, then I think it's advantage Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
At this point. So not a good situation, especially with the
Any
rain.
comments that we can take?
We can take some comments, but the rain is expected more. Thoughts on Mickey coaching from county teams? I mean, I found Mickey Arthur to be hit and miss at this point. So
But I think he was the captain, right? When they won the Champions Trophy.
he was the coach.
Oh, captain, yeah, coach.
I think so, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Sarfaraz and him were quite a partnership, I remember.
Yes.
I think he was the coach then.
Bakash Bharat, do you guys really think Babar is in the Fab 5 player? There are so many players. I think Babar has maintained that consistency. It's just that he's not done well against India. That is the only major stumbling block that is there.
He's got you runs in Australia as well.
Yeah.
He's got you runs in the Sena countries. Of course, not in the league of a Root or a Smith or a Kohli
Or a Williamson.
or a Williamson. Not in that range. But
But it's
Babar-
good performances.
if you look at modern batters, I think among Pakistan,
Let's put it this way. In this whole Pakistan batting lineup, there's only two batters who are giving you a 50 plus average at the moment. Being consistent also isn't easy. It's only Rizwan and Babar who've been doing it. Even if it's flat tracks, let's say, as has been the criticism for Babar Azam, but getting runs all the time, even on flat decks, is not something everyone can do.
yeah, I mean, see, will you blame for the fact that Tendulkar only had an average of 40 in Zimbabwe? But then he got you runs there as well. Will you blame Virat Kohli for averaging less than 30 in England? But that doesn't dim away Sena country contributions, isn't it? He averages spectacularly in South Africa and Australia. New Zealand is one stumbling block, but not many Indian batters have done well in New Zealand. In the last 5-6 years, they haven't done well. So take away that Kohli 100 in Wellington. Apart from that, he's not done much.
Otherwise, it's only Gambhir who's had some success over there.
Dhawan has had success in New Zealand. Lakshman had success. Dravid had success. Tendulkar also had success. But Gambhir, see, Sehwag struggled in New Zealand because he was hit. He wanted to go from ball one in those seaming conditions. He always was found wanting.
There was an interesting comment. If we can scroll up a bit.
Scroll up. Acha, scroll up.
Yeah. Up.
Up. Upar.
Okay, yeah. Akshat Khedekar, it would be so good if winning team could donate something for all the groundsmen from their award money or medal ceremony.
That's a noble thought.
They
Akshat,
could.
very, very good thought. But
Yeah.
will they do it? It's an excellent suggestion.
We must in fact read the comment out. Yeah, where is it?
Here,
There
Akshat
we go.
Khedekar.
Akshat Khedekar.
Superb comment, bro.
Love the thought, Akshat, and all of you as well. GGK and all of
GGK
you all,
is saying,
Satish,
yeah.
Satish also. All of you guys must listen to this. So what Akshat is saying is, and
we lost it.
Beautiful suggestion from me. He says that perhaps what the winning team at the end of the Asia Cup could perhaps be doing is that they donate a portion of whatever
their award
is,
money.
yes.
There
Yeah.
it is. Here, so he says that it would be good if winning team could donate some for all some money is what he means to all the groundsmen for
Or a medal ceremony for them.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Must
I
be.
think
Well-
my man of the series is the groundsman at the Ketarama. Anytime.
Yeah.
Tremendous work.
Tremendous. Hats off to them for their dedication, for their perseverance, and for their awareness. Remember, that kind of rain that happened in the day one of the India-Pakistan match, you wouldn't have seen play anywhere else in the world.
By the way, Pakistan batters now taking guard. Iftikhar is the new batter out there.
Yep.
Remember, 130 for 5. It was
A 45 over game, but now it's a 42 over game.
Yeah.
Patirana who struck. I think he's it was
Tikshana,
who struck.
Tikshana.
So Tikshana resumes his over.
Yep.
14.2 overs left for Pakistan. Let's see where they can get. They're operating at 4.7 at the moment. but it'll be interesting to see if they can push that total closer to 250. That puts them in pole position. Let's say
250 would be difficult
Very
because they would need
difficult, exactly.
120 in 14 overs, and this is Pakistan. You know, this is not
Yeah.
England we are talking
yeah,
about.
5 wickets. Again, that'll
No
be ideal.
base baseball here whatsoever.
That'll be ideal, but again, you're looking at about 210, 220 at the
I think that would be the ideal total at this time for Pakistan that they can aim for. So let's pray that this continues normally. From me, Gargi and Harshit here, it's bye-bye. The match is about to resume now. Thikshana will be bowling the
Do
remaining 2
watch.
balls.
We will meet you now.
Yep, we
At
shall.
innings.
We shall. We
Yep.
shall. Yep, that's the last ball that he got. I think it was Nawaz who got out.
Yeah.
Nawaz
Nawaz.
got out. So cut-off time, as I said, was 9:02. Now it's not the case anymore. It may be much more now. So bye-bye from all of us here.